Welcome to the third annual 6 Weeks to Burn Fitness Challenge. This is actually my favorite challenge of the year because we get such an amazing community of people together through our Facebook group. Basically, the goal of this is to be strong for the summer. It's not about losing weight, being bikini ready, being perfect. It's about being strong, and it's about understanding how you can get stronger in just 6 weeks by coming to burn more often. Many people have been writing to me asking if they can join the challenge if they're gone for a week or if they can't always come 5 times a week, and the answer is absolutely. The goal here is to challenge yourself to come to burn more than you normally do. And whatever that looks like, we think that's awesome, and so we want to welcome you into the group, into the community. The most important thing that I want to start off with today at the beginning of the challenge is this little spreadsheet right here. It basically begins with baseline strength testing. Okay, so what you're going to do at home is you're going to test your push-ups. You can do them on your knees, you can do them on your toes. You want to see how many push-ups you can do until you can't do anymore. Then you're going to do a wall squat. Make sure you have a watch so you can time it in seconds, okay? All you do is you write it down. How many push-ups did you do? How many seconds did you do your wall squat? We're also going to test your ab strength with plank. You're going to do bicep curls against the wall so your elbows don't move. Lateral shoulder raises, tricep push-ups, and parallel squats. Okay, so that's your baseline strength. You just write the number down and then you don't worry about it. After that, you're gonna fill in a couple things about your endurance, okay? You're gonna do burpees to fatigue or your own modification of burpees, and then squat hops. All you're gonna do is count how many you do and write that number down. And then I want you to think about the quality of sleep. How are you sleeping? Okay, it's all here. You can rate it from 1 to 10. Do you toss and turn? Do you have insomnia? Do you sleep well? Think about if you fall asleep immediately or if it takes you a long time, and just write some notes on that. Food cravings is the next thing you're going to give some time to, and think about what you crave and when you crave it. Just write it down. If you want, I can show you how to do measurements. A lot of people like to see how their body proportion changes when they begin an exercise program. So I'm going to show you how to do that as well, but you don't have to. And then just miscellaneous issues that you might have. Do you have any aches, any pains, any areas in your body that feel tight or just not right? And again, you're just going to write that down. And then finally, and very important, is that you're going to write down your 3 goals. Why are you doing this? What is it that you hope to accomplish? And any notes or any other things you have going on. And then you're just going to put this away and you're not going to think about it for a while. At the end of the challenge, we're going to go through all of it all over again, and you're going to see how much better you feel. And I know you're going to. I think this is the best way to really prove to yourself how important this program is, how great it is for you, and how strong you can be. So thank you for joining. Join the Facebook group, post, tweet, Instagram. Come to class, make new friends, and we're so happy to have you with us. Thanks for joining. Okay, so now you've got your spreadsheet. The first thing that you have are push-ups. You all know how to do those, but I'll explain it. You're going to come down onto the ground, hands slightly wider than your shoulders. You can be on your toes or on your knees, okay? You're going to come down a couple inches above the ground and push up, okay? On your knees, same deal. Do as many as you can, and again, you want to come about a fist width above the ground, okay? Even if you can do 1, even if you can do half, it's fine. Just write the number down. Next thing you're going to test is a wall squat. So make sure you've got a watch on and a nice flat wall. You're going to come about a foot to a foot and a half away from your wall. The longer your legs, the further you're going to be away from that wall. Bring your feet and your knees parallel. Slide down the wall into a squat with a 90-degree angle between your ankles, knees, and hips. Check out the time, and then hang out as long as you can. Okay, really, you want to hold it as long as you possibly can. It gets hard, you start to shake, that's cool. Just do it. And then when you're done, you stand up, write the amount of seconds or minutes, and you're good to go. Next up is plank. So, wrists are directly under the shoulders, okay? You're going to step back 1 foot at a time. You've got that watch, you can check your time, and you're just going to hold it as long as you can, okay? The minute you start to sag or start to push your booty up in the air, that's when you stop timing it, okay? Modifications, if you have a wrist issue, you're going to do your plank down here. If a plank is super, super hard to do for more than 10 seconds, I want you to come into this modification for a plank. Make sure you're not here, and you're not here. You're gonna be right like this, holding that plank. These are all measurements of core strength. None are better, none are worse. It's just where you are right now. Time yourself and write it down, and we'll check back later. Okay, now we're on to bicep curls. So you're gonna come back to that wall, and don't worry, you're not gonna do a wall squat. The reason that you have the wall is so you can keep your elbows and your shoulders against it. So your legs can be soft, a little bit of a bend to the knee. Get your elbows against the wall. Get your head back, and you're gonna lower your arms all the way down and all the way up, okay? Keep your wrists flat. Keep your elbows against the wall. You can go a little bit wider if you need to, or you can stay narrow. But you don't want your elbows to come forward like this. That's cheating. So you're gonna count your reps. How many of these bicep curls can you do? And then you know, when you're done, you just write it down. Next up is the shoulders. Lateral shoulder raises, pretty basic. Arms start at your sides, roll your shoulders back, lift up to shoulder height, and then lower down, okay? Don't swing it. You don't want to go too high. You're going to come up to that shoulder height all the way down. No pauses, just keep moving. Again, you always want to check in, make sure that you're not bending your wrists, okay? Do as many as you can, count it out, and write it down. Okay, tricep push-ups. You make a triangle with your hands. Make sure you get that triangle directly below your chest, okay? You can be on your knees or on your toes. I'm going to show you on my knees. You're going to come down, letting your elbows go wide. Your chest comes right over that triangle, and then push up, okay? Down and up. These are much harder than regular push-ups. Do as many as you can. And write it down. All right, this is the last thing you're gonna do. Parallel squats. You don't need weights. All you need to do to start is make sure your toes line up, the insides of your feet are parallel, and your knees are gonna track right over your second toe, okay? So you're gonna come down and up. You wanna keep moving, down and up. Come as low as you can. Count out how many you do, and really keep on going. You're gonna get really tired doing this. Your heart rate's probably gonna come up. But that's okay, you can handle it. Just keep going, write down your number, and congratulate yourself on being done with your baseline strength testing. All right, now we are on to endurance testing. We're gonna test burpees and squat hops. Yes, you can modify. If you don't normally do burpees, you're going to do a squat with a kick, okay? Do as many as you can. That's your level 1 modification. Level 2, you're just gonna do as many burpees as you can. You're gonna hop, bend your knees, hop back, hop in, hop again. If you want to do a burpee, but you don't want the hopping, you will simply step out into a plank, step back in, and stand, okay? Right after that, once you give yourself about 15 seconds to breathe, and then you're going to test your squat hops, okay? Again, same rules apply as that parallel squat for our baseline testing. Squat hops, up and down. Do as many as you can. Make sure you always test your burpees before you test your squat hops, because you're going to be more fatigued, okay? You don't want to cheat yourself on this one. So down and up. Level 1, up and down, as fast as you can, keeping your heels on the mat, moving your arms a lot. And then you're done with your endurance testing. Okay, now let's talk about measurements. If you want to do some body measurements, this is how you do it. If you don't even worry about it. The reason that I sometimes recommend doing measurements for clients is because it can be extremely helpful in understanding how your body proportion is changing. Most people look at the number on the scale, and that's how they measure success. With women, more than with men, I find that the number on the scale takes a little bit longer to reflect what's happening, okay? So you can be doing really, really well in fitness, you can be eating right, but you're not seeing the number on the scale change as rapidly as you think that it should. That sometimes makes people feel really bad. You feel frustrated and your motivation goes down a bit. So the beauty of the measurements is that you can actually see that your body is changing and that you are getting stronger. And you can get off the scale and off the obsession with that, and you can start to measure other things that will help keep you motivated. Again, if you don't want to do this, don't do it, it's fine. But if you do, my suggestion is to do 3 basic areas of your body. So you get one of the soft tape measures, and my suggestion is to have somebody help you, but you can also do it in front of a mirror. The 3 areas you're going to measure is right across the center of your chest. And this is for men and for women. So right across the center. You're going to take it, you're going to put it right at the middle, look at the number, write it down. The next thing you do is you find the most narrow part, and you're going to probably lift your shirt up. You're going to find the most narrow part of your waist, and you're going to measure that. Use a mirror if you're not doing this by yourself, and make sure that that tape measure is evenly placed right at that narrowest part. Okay? Write the number down. Finally, you're going to go across the roundest part. Okay? Right down around your hips. So you're going to look in the mirror, find the roundest part of your glutes. It can be right around the hip line. You're going to measure that, check out the number, and you're good to go. If you want two other areas, you can do your arm and your leg. And all you need to do is put the tape measure right at the top of your arm. You decide where in your arm you want to measure it. So usually it's about 5 or 6 inches down. You're going to need help with this. You measure the circumference, okay, write it down. And then you can also put the tape measure here and go down about 10 inches for the middle of the thigh, depending on how long your legs are. Do the circumference and write it down. That lets you know how your body's changing, how it's getting stronger. You will find that your shape changes, and that can be incredibly helpful. So if you choose to do it, go for it. It's going to be great. And if you don't even worry about it. It's also going to be great.